Hey y'all, it's TxStampin Sharon. Welcome to my February 1st Masculine Fun Fold class. We're going to have a good time tonight. I've got so much out here on the table. I can't wait to flip the camera and share it with everyone. I am live on YouTube on Thursday, February the 1st at 7 o'clock p.m. Central. If you're joining me live, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. If you're watching the replay, I sure hope that I inspire you to make some masculine cards. I hear it all the time. I'm stumped. Masculine cards are hard. I don't have anything for a masculine card. I need masculine birthday cards. Well, I did too, so I designed this class for y'all and for me. So now I will have, when I'm done, 8 cards for the men in my family. There you go. So, hello everyone who is live. I think that everyone must hear me because they're just all chatting away. I want to give everybody a minute to find the live YouTube video here. So I see France. Hi, France. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Judy. Hi, Lois. Hello, Mary. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Jeannie. Hello, Brenda. So as everyone is hopping on, tonight is a masculine card class. I do this class for free. Pretty much on the first Thursday of every month, I do some kind of class for free. Woohoo! Y'all, I can't wait for you to see my nails up close. I keep looking at them going, wow, those are really pretty. I love bright colors. I love fun things. I love teaching. Everything is fine. Okay, so I'm getting the thumbs up from Inika that everything is good. Hello, Dee. Hi, Jolene. Yay, everybody's finding me. Awesome. I didn't know if everybody's going to find me or not today. So just in case you don't know, the world is changing as far as email goes. So your email has to be verified that you're like a legit person and not like a spammer. And I did all the motions last week, but I think today was the first day that it all went into effect. And you know, with technology, you just never know. You just never know if it's going to work or not. And today we had hiccups. So there you go. Yep. All right. Love the color. Okay. So are y'all ready for the reveal of my nails? Ta-da. Look how fun. They're called cat eyes or tiger eye polish. Oh my gosh. I'm so in love. Anyway. Okay. So masculine cards has nothing to do with nails, but I just wanted to get that out of the way. We're going to start off tonight with an easy masculine card. Super easy. We're not going to go hard. None of these are hard. I feel that this layout or this design is probably one of the easiest fun folds that you could do for any occasion. Okay. So, Marilyn says, wondered what happened to my Sharon emails. Okay, so if you never got your email today, it'll probably show up tomorrow. I started on emails this morning at 7 a.m. Finally walked away from the computer at 10. Went and got my nails done, decided I needed a break from technology. Came back, still had trouble. So I finally got the email to send, or I thought I did, and it took hours before I got my copy. So I apologize. Hopefully, it will be better from here on out. So, all right. So we've talked about that card. So let's talk about the supplies that I'm using. Okay. Now, I focused on, how do I start this? I focused on the designer series paper that you can get for free during celebration. So celebration ends the end of February. So this is just February 1st. So we're fine. But I wanted to point out that there is a stamp set and die in the mini catalog. I didn't use that for my cards. I just focused on the free paper. Okay. The stamp set is great Let me just show you the stamp set up close. It'll be great for the masculine cards we need, because I don't know any man that hasn't used a hammer or some kind of tools, things like that. There's a tape measure, things like that. Even if you don't use the verbiage in here, you could still use these tools to make a birthday card or a thinking of you card for the man in your life. Okay. It does come with dies to cut those tools out, including this little pegboard thing, which I thought was kind of fun. But again, I didn't use the bundle or the dies from the mini. I focused on the paper. Okay. I'm going to keep that right there just in case y'all ask me. So let me just show you the paper up close. So the paper is free with a $50 order on my Stampin' Up website. And you can make some stinking cute things. Like, look at this. Look how cute that is. Little toolbox. My husband has one of those in our garage as I speak. So super fun. Oh, let's talk about this punch. Okay. So since we're on this page, I'm focusing on the designer series paper up here, but found out today that this punch, the heartfelt hellos punch, heartfelt punch, is sold out, but it will be back in April. I actually used the stamp set for one of my cards tonight, but I didn't use the punch. So I got two emails today about the punch. Just to let you know, it is sold out until April, which tells me it's probably going to be in the next catalog. Just saying. I don't know for sure. I haven't seen the catalog, but I'm just saying. All right, let's run through this paper really quick. I've got so much in my way. All right, so that is one pattern. And, oh, by the way, the dies, where'd it go? See, I knew I was going to lose them already. The dies will cut out. Where are you? I guess I don't have the saw, but the hammer, the dies will cut out the hammer. I thought it cut out the saw, but it will cut out the hammer. Okay. And some of the other tools. Okay. So we'll put that back. I thought it did I fussy cut the saw on one of my cards. But anyway, all right, so that's one pattern. This is a very subtle, this reminds me of a man's shirt, you know, just the thin lines. Has any of the celebrations sold out yet? Okay, so y'all are talking about celebration. Let's see if I thought I printed that. Let's just talk about that really quick because y'all are talking about celebration. I thought I printed both of them. So celebration is going on until the end of February. Starting today, they added additional free choices. And now I just printed off, well, I did print them all off. I think there's 10. Yeah, 10 additional choices when you're shopping during February and you choose a celebration, or you spend more than $50 or $100. Some of these are $100. So there is the new core markers. If you did not get those, yeah, what a deal. What a deal. I don't know if anything has sold out yet. Jeannie says she just fussy cut all the tools the other night. There you go. They're not hard. They're not hard. All right, there's another pattern. Kind of a very masculine colors, a bunch of tools, looks like a bunch of, yeah, hammers. I was going to say pickaxes, but I knew that wasn't right. Nuts and bolts pattern. There's that toolbox look with the drawers, okay? A bunch of screws and bolts, screws and bolts. I said that right. And then like a tape measure kind of thing. I went with, on my cards, I kind of went more with the Lost Lagoon and Copper Clay colors. So then there's that pattern. I don't know if you can kind of see a faint design in there. So this is called Trusty Toolbox. Yep, Trusty Toolbox Designer Series paper. So everybody loves to get free things. And so celebration is like the best time of year. if you shop on my website and you spend enough to get a Celebration item, you're going to get the instructions for free for my 4 cards. Okay. Those will be emailed to you. If you missed the first part of this video, I said email's having some issues right now. So if you don't get it, I don't know, 24 hours, I may have to send it to you a different way. So we're going to hope that the system is working now. I'm all authenticated. I'm all good. So let's just hope everything stays good. All right. We're going to do our first card, and we're going to start off easy. As I mentioned, I fussy cut my tools. I went ahead and, the hammer is pretty easy to do too, but I fussy cut the saw that goes on the front. I did a lot of prep work ahead of time, and I will tell you why. On some of my cards, I'm actually, I used die cutting, and I have never played tennis in my life, but I have tennis elbow. Oh yeah, let me show you all the stamp sets I'm using. When you're making these cards, pick stamp sets that have words in them that you need, okay? I chose the Celebration stamp set, the heartfelt hellos that goes with the punch, and I wanted the words "enjoy your day" for one of my cards, okay? So that's one of them. Another one was I needed a birthday card, so make a wish. So hooray for surprises. This is in the mini catalog. Wonderful thoughts. You can do amazing things. I'm thinking anybody that can use tools can do amazing things. So I liked that. I think this is in the annual catalog. I don't know. It's on my website. And then there is the heartfelt hexagon. I used the sending you lots of love. Okay. It's called Stamper's Elbow. Okay. I like that way better than tennis elbow. Oh, girl, I didn't even know what I had. Thank you for telling me that. All right. I'm going to get my Simply Scored out. My first piece of paper, I'm going to move all these bits over. I'm going to just do a couple of scores. And one of them is going to be at 4 1/4, Stamper's Elbow. Okay, I just love you. This piece is at 4 1/4. So my piece is 7 inches by 5 1/2. We're going to put that aside. And then I need this piece. So this piece is 3 3/4 by 4 1/4. And I need to score it at 1/2 inch. Now, when I get over here on the side, I go very slowly so I don't get off my track of my Simply Scored, just because it's so close to the wall over here. And so I want to go ahead and just score that. I think that's all I need my Simply Scored for now. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to get my adhesive. Yeah, I'm going to get my adhesive too. Oh my gosh, who did I talk to today? I talked to Lisa on the phone today, Lisa Brown, and Jerry, her friend. And they're like, you don't sound the same on the phone that you do on the computer. And I go, really? I don't? And then I started laughing. They go, oh yeah, there you are. There you are. All right. So on this little 1/2 inch panel right here, did I get a new worktop? Diane, I'm so glad you noticed. Those of you who have been mystery stampers with me, do you remember last week, I think it was, that my paper, my work surface looked a funny color and my clues for mystery stamping were a funny color? My new worktop that I put in is very light and it was reflecting the light. So I had to go in with a darker piece. So sad. I love my beachy top and now I can't show it to y'all. I'm just going to add some adhesive right here. But I tell you what, it does keep me in this area on the camera. So I guess that's for a good reason. I don't know. Now I'm just going to add this piece to the back of my basic white, and you can add it anywhere you want. Mary Yates says she must have Stamper's wrist and thumb. I don't think I can claim my knee as Stamper's knee. No, I don't think so either, Mary. Okay. I forgot to say something when I started. My friend Michelle Batson is on here helping me help y'all find things. Michelle, girl, I don't even know why you put up with me. I know that Renee is on here too. Whenever you see Renee and Michelle chatting in the live chat, you will see a wrench by their name, and they are admins. So they help me out, and Lord knows I need it. I really appreciate Michelle. Tell Michelle, thank you for being here. Give her a shout out in the chat. If you're watching the replay, you don't really know Michelle, but just trust me that you would love Michelle if you met Michelle. She just helps me so much. Stay on track, keeping up with let me do this part on this side of the camera, and she takes care of that side. All right, so I'm just going to add some adhesive to the back of my basic white, making sure that I catch this bulky piece right here. You're so welcome, Diane. You are so welcome. I'm going to add this piece right here. Michelle has been with me, gosh, I think since the beginning when I first started on Facebook doing the lives. I'm looking for a piece of paper. I am looking for a piece of paper. Let's see. Let's use this piece of paper right here. I want to, my bone folder will give me a shiny look right here if I don't have a piece of paper. So I'm just putting a piece of paper down, just printer paper, to give that a good crease on my dark colored cardstock. If your bone folder does that, you might appreciate this tip. So thank you, Beverly, for thanking Michelle for all she does, because we need Michelle. We need her to help us. I have 2 pieces of designer series paper, and I'm just going to add those to the front of my card. And so you can see how I stuck with the copper clay colors instead of the bolder. I guess this is crushed curry. I don't know. I think so. How many of y'all joined me for the VIP mystery stamping on Monday night? My son-in-law, Tyler, agreed to be my guest on the VIP mystery party. And bless his heart, he was scared to death when it came down to it. And then he had a blast. So those of you who were there, thank you for supporting him. Whoops, I don't like that one bit. Okay, y'all, if you don't know this trick, little hot air. I put that on a little crooked and I wasn't happy. So we're going to add some more adhesive to make sure we've got enough on here. Mystery stamping was so much fun, and Tyler did a great job. Thank you, Kay. I agree. He's like, that was a lot of fun. I go, I told you you would have fun. So everybody was very supportive, and I really appreciate that. So, all right. So now we have some stamping to do. And even though I have my black work surface, I do need my paper piercing mat to do my stamping on, because I'm using a photopolymer stamp, and the photopolymer stamp doesn't really have any padding, any cushion in there, and I prefer to have something there. And then Renee, I'm thinking Renee's been very quiet tonight. I haven't seen Renee chatting too much, but I probably had my head down and I've probably just missed her. I have already cut out. I told y'all I did some pre-cutting ahead of time because of my stamper's elbow, thanks to Kay, who diagnosed me. I've already cut it out with the stitched rectangle dies. I forgot to mention when I was showing y'all, whoops, let me just get this in here. Let me stamp that. You can do amazing things with those tools. Hi, Anita. Welcome. Mary Yates says she has been quiet. She's probably taking notes, Mary, how she's going to give me a hard time later. We love our Renee. We do. All right. I'm going to add my tools first. And I want to put the tools on. I'm going to put my saw. What do you call that thing? A saw. Now, when you're adding your tools, be careful. I didn't want mine to hang off over the edge. I think on this one, I put it on. Where's my, oh, there it is. I did. I popped this one up with a dimensional. Renee says, I don't want to take away from Michelle. Renee is here. She has not left the building. She is here. Let me grab some dimensionals really quick. There we go. Well, Renee, we're glad you're here. And I know that it's very hard for you to refrain. I don't know. I'm thinking I might need a mini dimensional right here. Let's see if I can squeeze it in. Yeah, I should have put a mini, but I'm going to just snip that off. Mini dimensional would have worked much better, but that's okay. That's okay. That's what scissors are for, or paper snips. So I'm going to just pop this up. Oh, I know what I did. I carried it across. Whoops. Hold on. Hold on. Let's add more dimensionals. So yeah, there's so much happening today. Today is February 1st. I am live doing this masculine card class. You can get this class for free, get the instructions for free. You're getting the actual class for free here on YouTube, but you can get, how do I want that? I'm going to do it like that. You can get the instructions for free by placing a $50 or more order on my Stampin' Up! Website. And you can find that link below the video. There, ta-da. And during February, when your order is $50 or more, you get the instructions for free and you get to choose a celebration item. So, and they added 10 more items today. So there's that. All right, so there is our first card, easy peasy. Let's move on to the next one. Tomorrow is Groundhog Day. Will we get more winter weather? Or are we done? Well, Texas didn't have very much winter weather this week, so I bet we're not done. I don't know. I bet we're not done. All right, let's get in my stamp set. Let me show you this card, okay? Now, this card is a super fun card. Whoops. Let me get that over there. That opens up like this. Now, I think, at least in my family, the guys in my family tend to like fun folds. How did she do that kind of thing when they get their birthday cards or whatever. Now, I did use the stylish shape dies on this card and my next card. So this card, let me just get should I show you the other one? Let me show you the other one. You're going to think, she did the same card. She did the same fold. I did not. I did not do that to y'all. So here's another one. Kind of looks the same. Whoop. Opens different. Okay. But so for this one, I use the stylish shape circles. And for this one, I use the stylish shape squares. Okay. Two different folds, looks a lot the same, but they're different. So if you don't have the stylish shapes dies, perhaps you have other circle dies or other square dies. You could even use, we used to have the rectangle dies. You could do any of those that you have on hand, or if you need to add these to your craft stash, you can still find those on my Stampin' Up! Website. Okay. So let's get in our pieces that we need. I've already done the die cutting, as I mentioned. Okay, pull this over. Let me grab my Simply Scored again. Speckled circles would work. Yes, very good. Thank you. Yeah, any of those that are the layering kind of things to give you the look that you're wanting. Okay, so on this one, this is my basic white that's going to go on the inside. And on this one, I'm going to score it at 4 inches and 6. And that's it. You could use your paper trimmer. I just prefer my Simply Scored tool. I just get a deeper score with that. So I just prefer that. All right, so I'm using my bone folder and I'm just giving this a good crease so that I have pretty much a Z fold, but an upside down Z fold. That's what we're going to call it. Okay, so, where's my designer series paper? Okay, well, I guess it's good that I did. I had a piece of designer series paper, or so I thought. So it's my piece that goes right here. I'm gonna get a piece because I want you to see how this works. So bear with me for just a moment. We will find this piece. And we will cut really quick. Good thing I did all that die cutting ahead of time. Make up for anything I have to do like this. So this piece is just 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I have my card base here. So you would add this with some adhesive. And I kind of did a big strip in the middle. Hi, Cliffy Wilson. Glad to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. You're just right on time. You are not late. You are right on time. You might have to go back and watch the replay to catch the other cards, but you're not late. Okay, where did my, those stylish shaped dies that I just showed y'all? Isn't that amazing how they disappeared? Hang on. Well, that's pretty funny. Here they are. Okay, so you want to decide, let's bring in our, you're going to grab your layered dies, and I wanted my circle to be that big so that I could create another circle or a frame around it. Okay. Hi, Debbie from Canada. I did say that the measurements, you're in Canada, so you can't order from me. All the measurements are in a tutorial that I send to people who place an order during the month of February. But I will have these available on my blog in my tutorial store for sale. Okay. Now, today's been some technology issues, so it may not end up in the store until tomorrow, but they will be there to purchase there. Okay. So what you want to do, and I highly recommend this, I use a piece of washi tape. And I figure out where I want it. I put the washi tape on. I take it to my die cutting machine, and ta-da, it's cut out. Now, for those of you who are just now joining me, I have what they call stamper's elbow. And so for me to sit up here and do a lot of die cutting on this table, which is already a little bit taller for me than what my normal table is for my die cutting, is just, it hurts my elbow. So this is what we get. Okay. Now let's talk about this part right here. I took a scrap piece of paper and I took the same circle that I did here and I put it in the middle. And then I took the next larger one and I ran them through at the same time. I did put a piece of washi tape down and ran them through at the same time so that I got this frame. Okay, it just finishes it off. Now this is stitched and it's kind of finished, but I wanted a more finished look. Is that such a thing? Yeah. Okay. So let me get my adhesive. And we're going to get, oh my goodness, Cliffy, I'm reading your update. Oh my goodness. Whoa, what happened here? I do hope your husband is okay. Wow, how scary is that? All right, I'm going to add some adhesive and I'm using liquid glue. And sometimes when you feel like, oh, is that liquid glue going to squish out like I'm feeling that? I will take and pick this up and kind of tap it and kind of tap some of that off. I don't want it to squish inside. I'm going to open this up and get glue on the inside of my circle. Does that make sense? Makes sense to me. There we go. No squishing happening here. I think so too, Anita. I think the extra circle really finishes it off. Now, I do have some adhesive on my fingers. Those of you who know me know that I always have some hand sanitizer on my desk. Those of you who don't know me, it just helps get that sticky off so that I can keep on stamping for you all. All right, I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay. Oh, see a little bit right there that needs to be pushed down. Okay. Now we have our piece that we already scored, and we're going to be adding this to the inside so that, uh-oh, my paper is too big, so that it opens like this. My paper is supposed to be 5 1/4. So we're going to trim that down. Somebody snuck in and stayed at 5 1/2. Let's fix that really quick. What do they say? Measure twice, cut once? I don't know. I don't know what happened. I see a little bit of adhesive, probably from my fingers. There we go. Love these erasers. I wish we still sold those. You can find those online or at a craft store. I'm sure Amazon has them. Okay, so I'm going to add some adhesive to the back of this. I am using Seal Plus because this is a moving type of piece of paper. You might want to use, must have been matte. Yes, Mary, it must have been matte. You want to use some strong adhesive. Now, liquid glue, according to Renee, is the best glue for this because it's more permanent. It really gets into the cardstock. But for my sake, I'm just using some Seal Plus, getting all that extra adhesive off. There we go. Now, do y'all see this little peekaboo happening here? Okay. We have, I already cut out my circles. These are also from the stitched Stylish Shapes dies. I want to say stitched circles, and that's not right. I need to get my stamp. I'm going to be stamping this with Pretty Peacock. I found that I liked Pretty Peacock ink with Lost Lagoon. Whoops. Knocked all my stamp sets down. I need my paper piercing mat. Okay. We're going to ink up. I showed you at the beginning of the video all of the stamp sets that I used on my cards. Pretty Peacock does match my nails tonight, doesn't it? Woohoo! I'm telling you, when that guy did that, I was like, oh, and he goes, ma'am, I'm not done. I go, I know, but I'm looking. He goes, you can look when I'm done. So just so you know, they put this special polish on and then they hold a magnet and it makes those lines. So fun. So fun. I was mesmerized. Okay. Let's add these two together with some adhesive. Yes, the eraser is, sorry, I zipped by that. We used to sell these. These are adhesive erasers. And I'm sure if you went to Amazon and searched for them, they're on there. I think I even bought this one. This one looks fairly new. But it helps get adhesive off where you don't want it, or like how I had it on my cardstock. It's like magic. We love the tools. I love tools. All right, so back to our card. We want to put this in here like this, okay? But we only want adhesive on this side, or we're gonna glue the card shut. All right, so I'm gonna pick this up. You can get them at the dollar stores. Okay, thank you, Renee. Yeah, what are they? $1 probably. They're not much, and they last literally forever. You can even like cut off when it gets really gooey. You can trim it with your scissors and all of that. So they just, I mean, years. So well worth it. Stampin' Maria. Hi, everyone. I'm on super late. You're here. I'm so glad you're here. You can always go back to the beginning and watch the other cards. And so I'm going to put this in. And remember, I only put adhesive on the right side so that I don't glue my card shut. Ta-da. Whoops. We just have all kinds of stuff going on in here. Let's clean all that up. Okay. Now on my sample, I have, you've come so far and accomplished so much. Okay. I need this card to be something different, but I will show you. I think I'm going to use Thinking of You, but here it is. You've come so far and accomplished so much. This Wonderful Thoughts has lots of good greetings. It's okay to fall apart. I'm still here for you. Man, I see that Matt showed up. Yep, Matt showed up. He is here. All right, we're going to get Thinking of You. And I always have to go, where is it? Thinking of You. There it is. Okay. And I'm going to use Pretty Peacock again. Now here's where you want to be careful. You don't want this flap in your ink pad. Ask me. Go ahead and ask me. Did that happen to you, Sharon? Yep, it could. I'm not saying it did. Now look at here. See all this trash? Don't want to get that on that fold. So I'm pushing this down, telling you all the things not to do. Being very careful. Ta-da, I did it. Scary. I was a little scared. It's like I told my son-in-law the other night, there's nothing you can't do that I can't fix. So don't worry about messing up. All right, y'all. There we go. There's our second card. Whew, we got a long ways to go. No, we don't. We have 2 more cards to go. Okay. My next card is, ta-da. If you're new to my channel, I'm so glad you're here. I hope that you enjoy these masculine cards tonight. Here is this one, a little bit different of a fold. Okay, and there's some more adhesive. Goodness gracious. We just got adhesive everywhere tonight. Let me get all my pieces out. Move this stuff out of the way. You don't go here. You go over there. Okay. All right. So same thing. I did all of my cutting ahead of time. Diane, I'm so glad that, Diane, I'm so glad you love this fold. I think it's super fun. The key to this one is to stamp first before you put this in. Don't let me forget that, y'all. I'm going to be watching y'all's comments. Don't put that in yet. Don't put that in yet. I'm going to grab my Simply Scored, one of my favorite tools. Yes, I could use my paper trimmer, which I have right here, but I just love the scoring that I get with this. All right, so now this one, we're going to be doing some different scoring. And remember, I told you it looks a lot like the other card. So this one I am scoring at super easy. 2, 4, and 6. Stamp first, Sharon. Thank you, M. Wiseman. Stamp first, stamp first, stamp first. I'm listening to you. I heard you. We're going to stamp first. Oh, did I use? Yeah, I did. So this one is from the Celebration stamp set, whatever that one was called. This one is from, here we go. Heartfelt hellos. If you're just now joining me, I talked about the punch that goes with this is on back order, or not back order. We don't have that anymore. Excuse me, is sold out, but it will be back in April. I'm going to grab some water. Okay. We're going to stamp first. And the reason that we're stamping first is once this is in, this is going to get in your way. You're going to make a hot mess. Okay. We don't need that. No hot messes. So we're going to stamp first. Enjoy your day. There we go. Okay. I'm going to need to stamp again. I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in, I've done all my die cutting ahead of time. Those of you who might be just now joining, whoops, we don't want that. We want make a wish. Make a wish. I have Stamper's elbow. I just love that, Kay. I'm going to say it. I'm going to laugh every time I say it. My cough is better, Beverly. I have this amazing stuff. I haven't seen her tonight. Is Rosemary on tonight? Rosemary Lovesing. She told me about this wonderful spray, and it just, I sent some to my daughter. My husband uses it. All right, I got to get on top of this. I'm not seeing. It is a lemon honey. What's it called? Hold on. Manuka honey throat spray. And it sure does help with those little tickles that you get. My allergies are better, thank goodness, but sometimes you still get that little tickle, especially when you're talking for an hour on YouTube. You know, just kind of creeps up on you. Y'all should try that. All right, so we've done all of our stamping. I did get that on Amazon, by the way, if anybody wants that. Treatment for Stamper's elbow. Just might be a Gemini electric cutter, Georgia said. I like my Stampin' Up! Die cutter for embossing. I use them both. You know, I was gifted an electric cutter years ago, and I have been using it. I will admit. I love my Stampin' Cut and Emboss. It's right here if I need it. But I'm trying really hard to get my elbow healed. So, we're doing all the things to make it easier on me. Okay, so where is my card? I'm going to show you. You see this fold? Dun, 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 dun. So we're going to be going this way, and we're going to fold it over. Whoops. Like this. And then we're coming back. Hold on. Did it wrong. There we go. Does that make sense? Let's give it some good creases. Oh, can I put the name of the spray? Yes. Michelle, maybe you could type it, or Renee. Manuka, Manuka, honey throat spray with propolis, whatever that is. Y'all see it? I'll hold it there for a minute. And it's on Amazon. Manuka honey throat spray. Thanks, Kay. Okay. All right. So now we're ready. We have our card base. Now, we did the same thing. We added our designer series paper. I liked this idea so much that I did it again. Thank you, Renee. She has the link in the chat if you want to grab some. They also have like cough drops. Those are really good. They're not like cough drops, you know what I mean? When you put those in your mouth, you're like, oh, I got to get this thing out. So what I was saying is you want to take and decide. I took the second smallest, I put it on, I ran it through my die cutting machine and cut them both at the same time. See, Cindy says she would prefer her simply scored over the paper trimmer too. Yeah, I just do. Propolis is what has been used to block cracks in their hives. Really? Honey truly does have amazing properties, Inika. You are absolutely right. So same thing, use a piece of washi tape, hold it down, run it through your machine, get those 2 layers cut out at the same time because I've adhered this down, all right? And now I've got a base for my other cards. Then I did the same thing. I wanted my frame, okay? So took the largest one and next to largest one and cut out my Lost Lagoon to give me my frame. Okay, same thing. I mean, I figure we're on a roll. Might as well do the same thing. All right, we'll do that in just a minute. Let's go ahead and we're going to add this in here. So let me get me mine. So y'all see how this works? Okay, so we're actually going to adhere this down on this side. Oh, what did Robin say? Robin, oh, okay, it blocks the cracks in their hives. And so why, Robin, our expert here on propolis, why did they put it in that spray? Okay, so I'm going to turn this sideways because it's easier for me to get it lined up straight, get it about that far from the edge and give it a good rub. And then, so I'm going to close this like this. All right, y'all follow me? And do you see where, how do I say this? I can add adhesive here, here, and here. Does that make sense? I don't want to add a bunch of adhesive right here because I've got my window. All right. So we're just going to add, we're going to follow this. We're going to add adhesive here and here and then here. Make sense? So here, following this piece, I can come here. And then I have olive down here. Okay. Then I'm going to close this, give it a good rub. Ta-da! I did forget one thing. It's okay. You have the option of medicinal treatment, the antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, antifungal activity of propolis guarantees a natural remedy against throat illnesses. Well, thank you, Google. Renee. That's awesome. Oh, Cheryl said her husband is a beekeeper. Honey is good for all kinds of stuff. I did learn, and y'all probably taught me this too, that you shouldn't put a metal spoon in the honey jar. That's why they have those wooden spoons or a plastic spoon. All right, so where I messed up or forgot something, you could add a piece of basic white in there if you want, or you don't have to. It's fine, okay? We've already done our stamping and all of that. All right, so now we've got this going on. We're going to go ahead and add our frame, again, being very careful. Robin says that she's been a beekeeper for over 26 years, as long as I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. That's amazing, Robin. Thank you so much for that. You know, when I ordered the spray the second time, because we've been using this now for a while. The second time I ordered the spray, I actually ordered a jar of their honey and the cough drops because my husband had a cough at the time. And so we were using the cough drops. Okay, so I'm not feeling as if I used too much adhesive that time. I like your corner without the white. The Lost Lagoon corner is better. Okay, I'm glad you like it, Kay. So now you have two different ways. You can decide which one you like the best. And Kay likes it without the white. There we go. She likes seeing that Lost Lagoon inside the card. Okay, so we've got this going on. So now we're going to fix our greeting layers. I cut so all of these layers or all of these layers, dies, is going to depend on how big your greeting layer is. So keep that in mind. I'm really pushing down on that to make sure it's adhered. I'm going to put that. We're going to do, what are we going to do? We're going to put a punch on that. Just want to make sure it stays adhered. Okay. So I cut out a square, and then when I cut out the next size smaller, I didn't want that much of the Lost Lagoon showing. So I cut a piece of basic white that is 2 1/8 by 2 1/8 to kind of fill it in a little bit more. You don't have to if you don't want to. Now I'm going to add some adhesive. I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to place this right here like this. Okay. Then I'm going to turn over my greeting layer and I'm going to pop it up with some dimensionals. Whoops. Yes, the spray and the honey is from New Zealand. Sorry about that, Kay. I should have told you that. They are from New Zealand. Rosemarie is not on here tonight, or she would have said something. Oh, propolis also helps with regulating blood sugar. Look at that, y'all. This is fun. You never know what you'll learn on Stamping Live, huh? Okay, so I like how that looks. Can you see the white layer and all of that? It just gives it, I don't know, just gives it more personality. I liked it. So now on this card, opposite from our circle card, we're going to be putting adhesive. We're going to be adhering it here, okay? Because we want this to do, get you in there. We want it to do that. Make sense? So we're only putting adhesive on the left side. On our circle, we did it on the right. But on this one, we're putting it on the left. So I'm going to turn this over, and I'm only putting adhesive on the left. All right. Place this back in our cutout like that. Give it a good rub. Whoops. Push it through because we needed some help. Uh-oh. Hold on. Did I tell y'all a story? I think I told you a story. Once upon a time, Sharon put the adhesive on the wrong side. I did. I think I did. The adhesive needs to go, again, on the right side. Okay, fine. It's the same as the circle. I got all off on the honey. So this is kind of ugly, but we're going to fix it. This is how you fix things. When you go live, things happen. And so if y'all were at my house and y'all did something like this, I would show you how I would fix it. So I'm just going to show you live here on YouTube. Okay, so I've cleaned that up. All right. I'm so glad you're liking my fun folds. Now, this has a lot of adhesive on it. So I think what I want to do instead, here's another trick. I'm going to snip my dimensionals. This is what you learn after 26 years. because I have adhesive on this side and I need the adhesive to be right here. Okay, so we're just going to put that right there. Give it a good rub. Now that's looking better. Okay, we're going to add some different adhesives. This is how you fix your boo-boos. There's no such thing as a mistake when you're paper crafting. It's just a chance to get creative. Oh my gosh. Margaret says she actually laughed out loud and I was yelling, no, 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 no glue on the right. Margaret, honey, you should have been in here with me. No, I just got to talking and it just sounded right in my head when I said it. But yeah, I was wrong. I was wrong. It's okay. See, look how I fixed that. Look at there. Nobody knows but me and 223 people and whoever watches the replay. There we go, y'all. We fixed it. So fun. Okay. All right. So there's that card. We have one more left. And let me clean up a little bit here. This one is a gift card holder. So in my family, we give gift cards or we give, Virginia said she was yelling too. Oh, Cindy liked my trick. See, y'all can learn all kinds of tricks. Just hang with me. Okay, so I wanted a gift card holder. Okay, whoops, let me pull this out. All right, so we're going to put this card together. I did decide that I wanted to use the Basics 3D embossing folders. Oh, Diane says, oh my gosh, what a great tip. Snipping the dimensionals. Have I not taught y'all that before? I'm so glad I made a mistake then, because then I taught y'all something new. I always want to inspire you, inspire, and teach. So there you go. I love the 3D embossing folders, and I chose this one that's kind of a, I don't know, textured look. And I embossed. Trinket Troy says, I actually like it when you make mistakes so we can see how to fix them. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I embossed both pieces of my designer series paper at the same time to give it that great texture. All right. Okay. Now, let's see. Let me put this back in. I'll take this out. Do y'all see this little hammer right here? This is a die cut. Oh, no. Well, you could use the die. I wanted it to be my stopper for my card. So let me put this back in. Whoops. So that my card would stand up. Okay. But I needed something there. So I put the hammer. Now, before I went live, I actually glued with liquid glue one. I just cut out with my snips one of the hammers from the designer series paper, and I glued it to a piece of cardstock. And I'm just going to use my snips to cut this out. I don't need the whole hammer. I just need a little bit. Okay. But I didn't want to lose it. So I just left the hammer intact. I need the cardstock to give it some support. I'm just going to whack it off there because the designer series paper is too thin. I just need something that would give it, a way to keep that card shut when I had it standing. So speaking of the online exclusives, the Basics embossing folder is an online exclusive. And today is February 1st. And if you haven't checked out the new online exclusives that Stampin' Up! Added to my storefront today, look below the video. There's a whole bunch of new stuff. It's like a kid in a candy store this morning when I was looking around. All right, so I may need to trim that off a little bit. Let me just show you. You could also put liquid glue on the dimensionals instead of using more. I could have, Dee. You're right. You're right. I'm going to leave this like this is for right now, and then I may trim it as I put it on, okay? But we're going to keep that safe right there. I'm going to keep it right there so y'all can see it. Okay. Let me get my, ta-da, Simply Scored again. This. And my gift card. We're going to do some scoring. Michelle says, thanks for letting me in on her secret. Oh, are y'all talking about my secrets? Whose secrets? Did I miss something? All right. So I have my pretty peacock, and I am going to score this at, let's see, let me just make sure because I'm live. I don't want to trust myself, my memory here. I think it's 2 3/4, but let's just make sure. Yep, I was right, but I just want to make sure. I mean, I put the glue on the wrong side, so don't trust me. 2 3/4, and then at 5 1/2. Then I have another piece of pretty peacock, and this one is 9 inches, and I want half of that. That is 4 1/2, and we're done. Hi, Marie Romero from Kyle, Texas. I did not get a chance to respond to your email again, but I will. I will email you back. We've been chatting. I'm excited about helping you out, so we'll see what we can do. I'm going to get my piece of paper again, and I just want to give some good creases to my pretty peacock cardstock. And I don't, sometimes when you use our bone folder, it leaves a bit of a sheen, and I don't want the sheen. So I'm going to do this. And then this piece, I'm actually going to fold back. Okay, so we have another Z going on. Okay, Cindy said something. Are y'all talking about me? Did I miss something? Oh, y'all are probably saying, don't put the glue there. Are y'all still talking about that? Y'all, sometimes I'm a hot mess. Okay, I have a piece of designer series paper. Again, you can decide what side you want. I wanted the one that reminded me of a shirt. So I'm going to adhere this. We're going to work on the inside of the card first. And hi, Vay. How are you? I'm going to add my designer series paper. If you're just now joining me, this is my February class. Everyone who, so the class itself is free. Everyone who places an order of $50 or more on my Stampin' Up! Website, which you can find that link below, will receive the instructions via email. But today email is having some fun issues, but you'll get the tutorial. I will get it to you one way or the other if I have to mail it to you. All right, I have a piece of designer series paper. I'm using the same pattern, and I'm just going to adhere this to this bottom part. And we're going to add this right here. Okay, I'm going to open this back up, and we're going to take my little card. So the little card is going to open this way. Okay, so we want to make sure that we have the score line at the top, and we're just going to center that. So we're going to add some adhesive. And just kind of center that right there. Give it a good rub. Okay. I have a piece of basic white. So we're going to add this right here to write our sentiment. I am using free designer series paper that you can choose during February as a free gift for a $50 order. It's called Trusty Toolbox, I think. Great masculine designer series paper, but you could use any paper with this class. Okay, so I told you that I already embossed the designer series paper. I'm going to put my pattern piece on the front. And because it's embossed, I like to add it on with some liquid glue. Look at me doing that liquid glue so well and not making a mess yet. Okay. I think I liked this paper so much because most men can use or do use a hammer, a screwdriver, pair of pliers. It's not like just golfing or just fishing for those men who don't do those things. All right, so to create our gift card holder, I'm using the 1 3/4 inch circle punch. And hi, Roxanne Mallard. I didn't see you on there. Malland, I didn't see you on earlier. I'm just kind of centering this. I'm going to hold it in between. Let's see if y'all can see. Kind of centering it and just giving a little thumbnail to pull out my gift card. I'm going to bring in, whoops. Now you could have used either side again. Look at those dimensionals. Those backings get everywhere. I want to use some liquid glue, and I need a very fine line. Where's my gift card? We want to make sure, and I would use like a gift card or a debit card or something, just to make sure that you have given yourself enough room. This pattern has a lot of room for your adhesive. I probably could even get by with some Seal Plus, but I'm going to demonstrate for you with the liquid glue. Not coming in all the way on the ends, but close. Okay. Oh yeah, this would make great little boy cards. Those tools I think are just so cute. Okay. I know my grandkids love tools. All right, so we're just adding this on here. Missed out on the insert to score on the diagonal. Used that many times. Oh, I know. On the Simply Scored. Yeah, I know. Look at that. Little bit of liquid glue seeping out there. We always want to make sure that's good and dry before you put your gift card in there. Okay. All right. So we are almost done with this class tonight. We're going to do some stamping. And on my card, yeah, we lost it. Where did it go? There it is. You can do amazing things. See, with those tools, I'm telling you. All right, so let me get my pretty peacock again. Inika said, wait, our daughter had a toolbox. She's handier than her hubby. Well, there you go. You could make this card for her. Okay. Let me grab my, I have my own tools because I don't want to go out in the garage and look through his tools. I have my own tools. Okay. So whoops, I got to pull this in. If my hair is in the camera, I apologize. Okay. You can do amazing things. Inika, your daughter can do amazing things with the tools. Okay. Let's add some adhesive. And there we go. Thank you, Roxanne. I had fun today getting my nails done. I'm going to pop this up with some dimensionals because I just think it gives it a little bit more personality. These masculine cards, I hope you find them easy to make. I will sell the tutorial. If you are a demonstrator, you don't want to place an order with me. That's not what we do. So I will have these on my storefront. But today has been one of those technology days and days that your tires need air in them. It was just a day. It was like everything I did, something happened. I had to be very patient today in my world. All right. So we have let me pick this up. We have our hammer, and the purpose of this is to keep it closed. So I think that hammer is still too big. So I'm gonna trim it off just a titch. That means just a little bit. All right, we're just gonna take off about that much. And I want to show you. So you're going to be adding mini dimensionals to this part only, to the handle of the hammer. There we go. That's how we remember. Let me get my minis. Oops. These are hard to see. They're great and they last forever. You buy a pack of those and you're like, when was the last time I bought those? Okay, got them both off. All right. So I'm going to, and here's another way to test. Am I still, I'm taking, how do I describe this? I've still got it too long. I took and I slid my hammer up until my minis hit my card. Okay. So we're just going to trim that off even more. Okay. Ta-da. So fun. So fun. All right. If you happen to make any of my cards and you post them on social media, I would love for you to do the TxStampin hashtag and let me see. Let me see what y'all do. Let me grab my other one here. These are my 4. Here we go. I think these are super fun, super easy. You could use any paper. I did choose the free paper from Celebration, but you could use any paper and just make some masculine cards. Y'all know you need them. I know I needed them. So I will have a blog post associated with this. It will go live later on. Usually I try to have it go live right at 8 o'clock. But did I tell you I had some technical issues with everything today, including the tires? There you go. All right. I will have Mystery Monday stamping on Monday, February the 5th. If you're on my newsletter, you will receive that first clue. If you're not on my newsletter, why not? You should sign up below and join me. Join us on Monday night to make a card by solving the clues, by solving the mystery, following my clues. So, all right, guys, that's it for tonight. Let's see. Is there any other questions? You guys love the cards. All 4 cards are adorable. Thank you so much for the tips and tricks. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Michelle has put in the newsletter link in the chat. Thank you so much, Michelle, for that. Kay says they're perfect cards and perfect timing. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you. I love the cards. Yay. All right. Gwen says she'll go back and watch the replay to see all the cards. Yes, the replay will stay here on my YouTube channel and you can enjoy this free class. So happy stamping, y'all. I'll see you next week for Mystery Monday Stampin'. Bye.